What's up, peoples? It's Gendo here. Welcome back to the channel, and today we got something a little special for you. It's something different. It's not an actual series, but we got ourselves some draft mode going on, and I have with me the one and only Dave Azzopardi. Dave, welcome to the channel. How you doing, my man?
I'm good, Brian. Thanks a lot for having me on. I haven't done a draft mode in a long time, and it feels good to actually do something a little bit different, obviously with the Confederations Cup on as well.
Yeah, you're burying the lead from there right there. So, so as Dave just mentioned, the draft mode that we're going to be doing today is teams in the Confederations Cup, and we can only pick players off of those Confederations Cup rosters. We're going to have a 17 to 18 man squad, and we need to have at least two players from each of those nations in our squad. So yes, we're going to have a lot of a mix. We're going to have ourselves a rich budget, a large database to choose from, so hopefully we can get some of these players from these rosters into this team. So it's going to be a bit of a challenge, especially when we get to teams like New Zealand and Cameroon, where players aren't very well known, especially on the national team rosters. So this is going to be a bit of a challenge. Dave, I hope you're ready for the challenge.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
All right, we both have our lists of the Confederations Cup rosters up, so we know who is on the team, so we can pick from that. And I think what better way to start than let's just get in with it.
I think it's a no-brainer for me. I'm going to splash a lot of my budget and go with Cristiano Ronaldo.
Going with Ronaldo from Portugal. That's a very, very good start. And to be honest with you, someone that I had thought about, but the money value, which is, I don't know, what was that, about 75 million pound?
68 million, yeah,
68.
not far off.
Yeah, that's pretty heavy there. I'm looking for a goalkeeper by the name of Marc-Andre ter Stegen, and for 23.5 million pounds, that is exactly who I'm picking. Marc-Andre ter Stegen coming in to the Chicago Tire Fire. And now, secondly, who am I going to pick after that? I mean, oh yeah, I actually took a look at him as I was looking down the German list. And as somebody that is doing pretty decently at Liverpool, has done pretty decently in the past. And that is midfielder Emre Can. 28.5 million pounds, so I got my German quota at the very least in there. So Dave, go have at it.
I think what I'm going to have to try and do is at least try and pick some of the decent... I was going to pick some of the decent New Zealand players, but I might just leave those till last.
I know, when you're getting to just strictly the Confed Cup rosters and not just nations in general, it's going to get
it's
tough.
hard. Right, I'll get my one of my Cameroonians. I'm going with Abubakar. Oh, that's too much money. Let's get a central midfielder in. Even he's quite a lot of money. He'll do. We'll bring in our first Chilean, Gary Medel.
Oh, that's exactly who I was going to be taking next time. Oh, you stole that Chilean out from under my nose. But there is another Chilean that, in fact, I was going to be using. But it is midfielder Arturo Vidal. He's not popping up on my list.
He is on there.
Yeah,
it
it's
comes
just
up
like
on
I
the
said,
top, but it does take a while.
Yeah, it is. And Arturo Vidal, a little bit expensive at 38 million pounds. But like I said, we're going to have to go and pick him because he's a pretty class midfielder. Australian from Valencia, Matthew Ryan. Not a bad goalkeeper whatsoever.
Yep.
Very all-round goalkeeper there at Valencia.
He's moved to the Premier League, hasn't he now? Brighton signed him. Right, I'm going to get my first Australian. He's literally just moved from Manchester City to Huddersfield, Aaron Moy. Good central midfielder. And then I'm going to get a veteran, played Russia for most of his career, but had a little stint at Chelsea, Yuri Zhirkov as well.
Oh, very nice. And I'm going to counter right back with the first New Zealander from my list, and that is Christopher Wood, Leeds United player.
Yep.
And then on top of that, I'm going to also go big and go with Mexico. Also looking for a forward. And his name is Chicharito. He's 31 million pounds, so it's once again a very expensive pickup. But I'm gonna have to shell out the big bucks.
I'm gonna go for a New Zealander as well. I'm gonna go with Tommy Smith from Ipswich. He's a centre back. And then I'm gonna go with another Portuguese player. I'm gonna go with Nani.
Nani was definitely on my list. Just stole him from me, sir. So anyway, instead of going with Irving Lozano, we're going to have to go with somebody else, Carlos Vela, who could play out on the wing as well. He may be 27 million pounds, but yeah, he's somebody that we are going to go with out on that wing side. And I just realized I do not have a lot of defenders, and that's something that I need to rectify. Yeah, that's not good. So we're going to have to look for some, I don't know, probably somebody on the defensive side. Oh, yes, I totally forgot. Is he still playing? Yes, he is. No, he's not. Oh, yes, he is. Themistoklis Simopoulos. I don't know how you pronounce your name, but at 1.9 million pounds, he is a very bargain buy from New Zealand. Yeah, I guess a Greek New Zealander.
Right, I'm going to still carry on splashing the cash. Go with my first Mexican, Jonathan Dos Santos.
Nice.
And then a goalkeeper from Germany, Bernd Leno.
Now that's a very good pickup as well. Bernd Leno was also one of those players that I was thinking about over Ter Stegen. Yeah, and now I'm taking a look at all these players that we have left, and they're very, very expensive.
Mm-hmm.
This was probably a bad idea. But for 16.5 million pounds, I'm going to go with Nelson Semedo, defender from Portugal. So now that I think about it, we're going to go with Cedric. Cedric, who is currently at Southampton at 9.75 million pounds.
Right, I'm going to go for some more bargain buys now. So the first one is going to be Alexander Golovin, my second Russian. Young player, but still worth under $1 million on this game. And I think he's very good for the stats that you get. And then the second player is going to be a player that plays in the Championship for Burton Albion. Second Australian, Jackson Irvine.
And in fact, I'm going to be starting to do some bargain basement prices as well. The first one is going to be Victor Vasin from CSK Moscow. I need to do my Russian quota, so I'm going to have a Russian back line. We're going to have Vasin. I'm going to be picking up Igor Smolnikov from Zenit St. Petersburg, 8.5 million pounds.
Go my second German. I'm going to go with the striker Timo Werner as the first pick.
Very nice pick.
And another player who's been around quite a few teams, but currently at Cagliari in Italy. Mauricio Isla from Chile. He's a right back.
And I'm going to continue on with my bargain basement deals. Adolphe Tekeu coming in from Cameroon, 775,000 pounds. He currently plays for Sochaux in France. We're going to take a look at Benjamin Mokanjo, who is currently the Cameroonian captain, at 8.5 million pounds. I know I said bargain basement. 8.5 is not bargain basements, but I got my Cameroonian set up.
I'm really going to have to go bargain basement now. I'm going with my second New Zealander. He's a goalkeeper for Unterhaching in Germany, I'd imagine. 325k. He's going to be the backup goalkeeper. Stefan Marinovic. So that's my two New Zealanders done. Need another Cameroonian and Mexican.
It's proving to be very tough, this, as we've just noticed.
Yeah.
We're trying to go after players on this roster, and not a lot of them we know of or are good of stat. So this is making this challenge a little bit that more difficult.
Right, I found another one. 375k. He's in the Cameroon squad. He's called Lucien Awona. He can play centre-half or right back.
I need to find a left back. I haven't found a left back in any of my defensive picks. It's either been center or right. Oh boy. I may be passing this. That's not good. I need to pass this.
The left back is Alex Gershbach, the one that plays for Rosenborg. He's in Australia. Is it Australian or New Zealand? Oh yeah, he's an Australian left back.
I mean, that's who
for
I was.
600k.
That's who I was searching for, but Gershbach his name was not popping up. Alex Gershbach, there it is. He's coming into the club. I already passed my first turn, so it's back to you, Dave.
Right. Here's on my short list. I'm going to spend a lot of the rest of my budget on Raul Jimenez, who's another Mexican. Obviously, I've already completed my quota now. Oh, have I? Yeah, I have.
Play to your needs. At this point in time, you got to play to your needs.
I know. I'm going to have to go with this guy, 800k. He's not even got a picture. Robert Ndip Tambe. He's representing Cameroon this year.
To finish off my quota, Chile, Marcelo Diaz, center mid. He's coming into the club for 11.75. And then I'm basically going to blow the rest of all my money on Portuguese winger Gelson Martins, 25 million pounds.
Wow. All right, yeah. Right, going with Alexei Miranchuk from Russia. And I'll go with... he'll do. 850k, another centre half from Russia.
I know. I'm looking. I'm trying to find somebody bargain basement. The only players I can go after are like the Cameroonians, Australians, and New Zealanders. And at that point in time, I'm just gonna say F it. I'm gonna put the 4.1 million on the table. I'm gonna complete the draft, and this is the squads that we got, guys.
Yep,
This
I
took
complete as well.
such a long time. Dave and I scratching our heads over who to find, what to find, and the money that we needed to pay for them. This is going to be interesting. So we'll come back to you in just a bit while we put up our formations and whatnot. Dave, best of luck to you trying to figure out what to do with your squad. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. It's Dave Azzopardi, the home team, versus the Chicago Tire Fire, who really aren't a tire fire anymore. And let's get into the rosters. Let's get into who everybody picked. Dave,
Yep.
well, who exactly or what exactly did you put up for a formation?
Well, obviously we'll see in a second when we skip forward the teams, the formation, and so on. But
The formation I have gone with is in fact a 4-2-3-1 with a little bit asymmetrical in terms of roles. Got like fullbacks on one side, winger on the other, or wing back on the other, winger on one side, inside forward on the other. Just trying to play to the player roles that I brought in. So I don't know how well it'll work, but we'll see.
I can see you going with a Bilbao formation as well. Let's save. But yeah, I'm playing the same formation, 4-2-3-1 with Leno in goal. We've got a bit of experience at left back with Zhirkov. Centre backs, I'm not too convinced. We've got Kutipov, who's one of the Russians. Medel, Isla at right back. Aaron Moy and Jonathan Dos Santos through the middle. But we've got the front three. Well, front four: Ronaldo, Golovin, Nani, and Abubakar. That's where we've got to do the most danger, really.
Yeah, it's pretty much the same thing on my end. Front four have to have some sort of cohesiveness to come forth with an attack.
Yeah, I do like the look of your team, to be fair.
Yeah, Chicharito up top, Mukanjo, Vela, Mertens along the middle, Vidal and Emre Can in the middle of the park, Gersbach, Tsimopoulos, Vassine, and Cedric the back four, and Ter Stegen as my goalkeeper. I'm not, like with your center backs, I'm not too convinced my center backs are going to do a lot of good either. So
yeah, especially against it'll be interesting to see how it goes. We've got a little bit of experience in there, but just not sure if the quality's there, if I'm honest.
Well, like I said, we shall see.
See how it goes.
Let's go and kick off and see what happens. Nice little lineup from everybody out here. I got the 3D going so we can see exactly how this game is going to be played out. And I put this on extended. I don't know if you want extended or key.
I'll put it on.
Santos coming through, and Kutipov just outside the post almost was 1-0 to Dave.
Good ball wide.
Out to Isla. Crosses in to Abubakar. Ter Stegen right there with the save. Good hands, Ter Stegen.
We were going to leave it for Ronaldo then to power one into the bottom corner, but Abubakar went for it himself there. He's a big guy, to be fair. I expect him to win quite a few headers, but I double-checked his heading stat, and it's not the best.
We just cannot put any sort of passing together. Ronaldo running free in space. Just shoots it wide.
Should be finishing those off Cristiano.
Absolutely. Should be
every day of the week. Finishing of 19 on this game. Another chance. Here we go.
Really early on, Bubakar. He's not missing that.
There we go. Good finish. Well worked set piece as well. Get in.
Like I said, I'd had no faith in any of my center backs, and guess what? The center backs opened like the parting of the Red Sea to allow Bubakar through.
He was on his own. He had absolute yards there. Great ball. Have a go.
It's all one-way traffic right now. Dos Santos to Nani to Isla. He's got plenty of space to cross. Does Abubakar. Oh, what a save from Ter Stegen.
Oh, well played.
Ronaldo running.
Oh, he's done well.
Double cut inside. Good save from Ter Stegen there. All right, we got a chance on this side. Vassine over the bar. I probably should be changing to my free kick takers. All my players have been playing absolutely garbage. Average at best. 6'6s, 6'5s, up and down.
I've got mainly that. I think Abubakar's really been the only difference at the moment with a 7.1. The rest of the team really, though, on 6'5s, a couple on 6'8s.
The teams are really
we get another goal here, though.
The teams are canceling each other out, is what I'm seeing. Zhirkov into the box to Aaron Mui. Takes a dig. But Abubakar
in the way.
Mukanjo cutting inside. Still cutting
Still.
inside. Taking on
Still.
2 defenders. He really needs passed off. Gelson Mertens takes a shot. Oh, good tackle from Vidal. Good interception up to Chicharito, who doesn't have a lot of space, to be honest with you, but falls to Martins. Emery Chan lofts it to Cedric, running down the wings, put in a cross, which might be a little deadly.
Bit worried at the moment. This pressure up here from yourselves.
Cedric.
Oh, Hernandez.
Chicharito. It's off the bar and in. It's off the underside of the crossbar and it goes in. We go level. 1-1 to score 5 minutes before halftime. I want to take a look at this again because I thought it hit off the bar and went away.
Came out. Look at this. How close it went. Oh, the backspin on the ball. Yeah. Oh, no way.
Very lucky. Oh. We are very lucky to have gotten that equalizer.
Yeah.
Because it's been all you so far.
Here we go. This is where Ronaldo and Nani really... Oh, it's Golovin, the youngster.
Oh, I thought that was going in.
Should have shot across the goalkeeper. But you stole a goal right before half-time. It's probably good timing for yourselves, actually. Nani's struggling, to be honest. Even on that right-hand side with your Australian left-back, I thought he'd have a field day, really. And he's really, really struggling.
And I've had Carlos Vela doing absolutely, jack all right now. So I may have to change things up. You know what? I might actually change things up. So guess what? Things are being changed.
He's changing.
And I just realized I didn't do a team talk. Screw the team talks.
It's going to be an interesting second half. I mean, obviously with the stats, as you can see, our teams looked fairly dominant, but yourself, one chance, you can... Hernandez, especially in the air for such a small guy, he's so lethal.
Yeah, very good jumping stats, good jumping reach, good heading stats on
great
top
ball.
of that. Ball up over the head to Boubacar, splitting the defense.
Goalkeeper.
Right on the line, spilled it, but he was the only guy there. Yeah, it's a very tight game, and then you get moments like this where it's just back and forth like a tennis match.
Poor passing as well. Really poor passing at times from some of these.
Well,
this guy, I'm worried about. He just seems to run him.
Bukanjo cutting
inside. It's a dangerous ball.
Oh, my Lord. Taking it off.
He just looks really dangerous, he does.
Ball coming inside now. Gelson Mertens crosses it into Diaz. Back out to Vidal. He just finds some passes inside. Emery Chan to Chicharito. It's off the post. Oh, we had the chance. Chicharito doesn't miss many of those.
Very, very close again. I thought he was going to put it into the back of the net.
Now it's all one-way
It's worrying now.
For us. Mertens back inside. Can't find Chicharito.
Come on.
Marcelo Diaz.
I'm actually going to bring a Boubacar off and bring Timo Werner on. A little bit more, fresh legs up top, really. Hopefully he'll run them ragged.
Timo Werner, arguably the better striker in this case. Definitely going to have
There
some
you go.
goals.
Maybe the first chance. Can he introduce himself? Great ball, Nani! Oh, dear. That sums up his game, I tell you. Absolute sitter from Nani. Bringing off Nani, bringing on another striker. Well, great ball. Am I going to regret it?
Oh, good save from Ter Stegen. Absolutely reaching for that one.
Great ball.
Through to Jimenez.
Well, Jimenez still going. Still.
Gets past a second, but Ter Stegen with the safe hands. He shot it directly at him. Didn't have to move.
Shocking effort. He did all the hard work there as well. And one more touch forward. He could put that wherever he wanted.
Free kick, Diaz on the edge of the box. Oh, right over the bar. That was right on the line. I'm surprised it wasn't called for a penalty. Corner kick, John Dos Santos inside to Mui.
Oh no! Yes.
I want to see how that happens because it didn't look like anything. I thought it was cleared out.
Especially with the Ronaldo chance. I didn't think there'd be a goal because I just thought this was the end of the highlight. But Ter Stegen just couldn't get his hands on it. I think his defender, Moy, and Ter Stegen all went for the same ball, and it fell to Zhirkov.
And it's 2-1. A wide open neck because Ter Stegen couldn't see it. Oh, that's a deserved lead. That's a deserved lead for you guys. Semedo.
Ball out wide, good knock on.
Mertens to Chris Wood. He's right there.
Oh, that's what Chris Wood's known for. He's aerial threat.
Yeah, but it was such a weak header right into the hands of Leno.
Well played.
Great
ball.
Passes.
Golovin, the youngster again. Oh.
Ripples the outside net. Didn't miss by much.
Another chance though. Timo Werner on marks. Whips one in.
Oh, what a good save from Ter Stegen.
Stung the fingertips of Ter Stegen there.
Gelson Mertens, run. Use your pace.
This is where we're going to be in trouble.
Wide open space for Mertens.
He's
He's
going to
got
whip one
three
in.
runners into the
He
box.
is.
Chicharito. Oh, Chicharito.
How has he missed that?
Oh, my lord. He should have picked a post and aimed for it. Instead, he went right for the goalkeeper. Jimenez in wide open space.
Werner, back across if you can. Oh!
Save from Ter Stegen again. He's keeping us in, even though he had two shockers. He let in two shockers. 3-1 at this stage is pretty much game over. We're still in it. The ball through to Isla. Now it's game over.
You jinxed it.
Yeah, I did. See, I say this. I said this in a few of my Bilbao episodes where Football Manager has ears. It can hear me talk, and if I start saying anything good about it, then it automatically goes into full FU mode. And that's what it did here. 3-1 to Dave, and it's pretty much game over at this point.
It's a great little finish.
And the referee is going to blow his full-time whistle. It's 3-1 to Dave Azzopardi. He wins the Confederations Cup draft mode. Congratulations, Dave.
Thank you. It was a pleasure. Good game, exciting game, and I thought at some point it could have gone either way, but in the end, I think you wouldn't mind me saying the best team won.
Very much so, the best team won because you guys put the pressure on from the word go, and we really couldn't deal with it. We got lucky with that one equalizing goal, but since that time, it was just all you all the time, and we couldn't do anything with it.
Yep. I had to rely on my two fullbacks to grab the winners in the end, the second and third goal. But bit disappointed with Ronaldo and Nani. Thought they'd probably do a bit more. But Ronaldo finished with a 7.4 in the end. But the man of the match was Isla. He grabbed a goal, did a couple of key passes, an 8.7 rating. Overall, the more experienced players did the job.
And like I said, very much deserved. Isla getting himself man of the match, and you getting the win. So once again, Dave, thank you very much for coming on for this draft mode. Love to have you back once again. Love to do another draft mode with you, if not on my channel, but on your channel. And I'm sure we can set that up sooner or later.
Yep, definitely.
All right, man. Take care. Peace out. And for everyone else watching this video, thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed it, please go and drop it a like, share, subscribe, and all that fun stuff. And as always, this is Gendo, and I'll see you next time. Take care, and peace out.